Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bitch. Yeah. Clocking out and clocking in, man. You know what I'm talking about? Putting it down, man, like I do, man. Coming through the door with this motherfucking meat. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Man, I got one, man, for us, man. I got us some African American narrative poetry and oral traditions, man, today. Yeah. Stackolee, a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they don't know nothing about Stackolee, man. You know, we gonna get into Stackolee though. Stackolee is a shit talking son of a bitch, man. But you know how I do it, man. I got a warning hand, man. And I'm coming through the door with this shit, knocking hinges off the motherfucking door. Door knobs, motherfucking hinges, the door just leaning, goddamn me, halfway on. You know what I'm saying? Kids hollering, your old lady hollering. I don't give a damn. I'm coming through the door with this motherfucking truth. You dig? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got the one posted, man. And who we do it for? We do it for the roughly 25% of African Americans inside of the United States. They can't read a goddamn thing. And that's a shame. That's what I call a shame. Yeah. We need better schools in the ghetto. We need better teachers. You know what I'm saying? The teachers need better, they need better pay, better curriculum. Yeah. Well, yeah, we finna come right through the door with this shit, man. Get into that Stackolee and the African American narrative poetry and oral tradition. Yeah, we finna get into that Stackolee, man. Let's get into that Stackolee real quick. Get into that, man. Was back in 32 when times were hard. I had a sawed-off shotgun and a cold deck of cards. Wore a bound square suit and a big beaver hat. And if you motherfuckers ever saw me, I was dressed like that. Wore brown suede shoes and a diamond-studded cane. Had a 12-inch peg with a bebop chain. Now times turned hard and the weather grew cold. My old lady kicked my ass out, said her love had grown cold. So I took me a walk down a Rampart Street where all the bad motherfuckers are supposed to meet. I walked through 6 inches of shit and 10 inches of mud to a place they call the Bucket of Blood. Called to the bartender to give me a bite to eat. He gave me a muddy glass of water and a tough piece of meat. I say, son of a bitch, don't you know who I am? He said, frankly, sir, I don't give a damn. He said, I've heard of you down the way. I meet you regular ass bastards damn near every day. Well, the motherfucker never said much more, for one of my bullets laid the bastard dead on the floor. A lady walked in and said, oh God, please. I said, speak softly, ma'am. His mind is at ease. She said, please don't tell me my son is dead. I said, if you don't believe it, cunt, look at the hole in his head. She said, I've heard of you, you bastard. Your name is Stack. But you better not be here when Billy Lyons gets back. I'll be here when the time comes and pass. And fuck your Billy Lyons right dead in his ass. So there's that abroad, all sexy and sweet. So I walked right over and pulled up a seat. I said, say, bitch, don't you think me silly? But who is this stud that they call Billy? She said, he's tall, dark, and handsome, like he's supposed to be. She reached in her purse and pulled out a square cigarette. She said, don't worry, daddy, he's nowhere. Well, I could see right away that the bitch whip up this clown. I said, move along, cunt. I'm putting you down. Over the next table, the whore gave me a smile. Said it looked like I hadn't had it in quite a while. I said, my wife kicked my ass out and locked the door. And I've been looking around for a good looking hoe. She looked at her watch and it was 8:30. She said, "Come up to my place, Daddy. We'll get things straight." So I went right up and I locked the door. I just had to get a look at that frantic hoe. Looked at her pussy, said it was good enough to eat. She said, "You better do it, Daddy, or you'll never see the streets." Woke up in the alley and went back to the bar. And there at the end stood Billy Lyons, a bad motherfucker. There's no denying. He said, "Who can the murder of this good man be?" I said, "Me, motherfucker. My name's Stackolee." He said, "Yeah, I heard of you at the shitty ditch, but you told your ass when you fucked my bitch." Lady jumped up and hollered, "Oh, Billy, please." And he shot that bitch clean to her knees. A man jumped up and hollered, "Someone call the law." And he shot that bastard clean through the jaw. He landed on the floor with his hands on his face and pieces of his jaw scattered all over the place. I fucked all the whores and drank the place dry and fell on the floor with blood in my eye. A cop walked in and said, "Who can this drunken bastard be?" Lady said, "Speak softly, officer. His name is Stackolee." Woke up next morning. It was 10:30 in front of a judge and 12 good men. The judge said, "Well, now, what can the charges against this good man be?" It was drunk and rape and murder in the first degree. Said, "Well, now, life. Fuck your sister. Right. There's only one thing left for me to do. Let's give you 20 years time." I said, fuck, Judge. There's nothing. My mother's doing 29. That's that stack of Lee, man. That's that stack of Lee. African American narrative poetry and oral traditions. Yeah. And you know how I like to do it, man. Peace to the Jama, man. J all day. Black power. And you know what we gonna do? We gonna follow that cab because they got dope in it. I'll be back with another one here in a second. Peace.